Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Volunteers offense trots out there to open this game. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
The game makes it second and medium. Caught quickly. Running with purpose. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Bowl.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Incompletion makes it second down. Handoff from the shotgun. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And they hand it off to the back. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Takes the toss and heads left. Powers through.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fowles. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the extra point was up and good. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Oregon's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And here's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. You cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Ducks will have to kick it away. First part of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It looked like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kirk, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design was a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down for a nice loss.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Can he make it to the marker? And the Vols pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Clock.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here's a quick grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Tennessee. Strong game by this quarterback. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receiver makes the catch. The reception gets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. The Dutch will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch made right on the midfield stripe. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. This quarterback on fire today. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dunks it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly,
down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. The back's got it. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Vols. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. He's swarmed by the defense. second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
42 Spider.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The shotgun handoff here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The game makes it second and medium. Receiver in motion now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Not able to connect, incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. To get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. The Ducks come to the line with 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And the field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it deep to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And the Volunteers are in the red zone. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third and short, they hand the ball off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the right here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. And they set up with the best possible field position. First down and goal. He's going to hand this off. And he'll be brought down. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the beatdown continues. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Going to begin with a quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Makes a nice move there. And they tackle him, but not before he picks. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Caught quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The gain makes it second and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Toss play to the outside. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Here's the second down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That catch makes it a more manageable third down.
Pound 55 weak.
Can he get there on the ground? That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Oh, what a move. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Vols pick up enough for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. A short completion to the tight end. It's a fumble. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
This offense...
Here, we've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. The Vols lining up here on 1st and 10.
Spider.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Volunteers looking to cash in this red zone trip.
Cricket.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looks right for a quick completion. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Vols trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Vols. And this one is getting ugly. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Set, go!
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the grab, and the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. Slides to avoid the big hit. First down and 10.
3:25.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
The offense has a big play here, but really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Ducks will line up now. It's first and goal. And the back now goes in motion. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Second down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense cannot be stopped.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And they're able to tackle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
He hands it off from the gun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's swarmed by the defense. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Spire.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He'll toss it to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He was successful on his first attempt. This one, a chip shot from 25 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They hit one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.